So, unveiling the mystery of getting the fuse box out of the Santa Fe. It's a 2012 Santa Fe. So, first thing you want to do is pull this thingy out of your way. Then you can reach up and kind of work this out. And I reach over, kind of over the top, and work that out like that. Then you'll see inside there, up top, you can see two nuts. And then down here, there's the one side bolt. So we'll take those out. All right, so this pretty much just pulls out. You can reach your hand up in behind here and pop that out. There's one bolt down here and two nuts up here. And once you get that, there's one on each side. Once you get that off, and the fuse box is just kind of hanging here. Now, I'm not going to be able to video this, but what I'm going to do is pop all these connectors off here. So they have a red, blue, and white. And then across the bottom, a brown, a gray, and another blue. It looks like there's a gray standing up. These have little lock tabs. You see, you push in on the lock tab and you can pull them out. Here, I'll show you that. But I can't. Good for those people that can do this all with one hand while they're filming. All right, you finish taking the rest of these out. All right, in the back there looks to be a few more connectors. Same deal. I'm wondering if I can get to those, or if I have to pop that cover off. Well, I'll probably have to pop that cover because there's a bunch of them. So I need a good old screwdriver and push it in here. All right, so see if I can get my screwdriver in here while I'm doing this. Yes, there's tabs on the side where my thumb is. You can slide a screwdriver down and pull that plastic from behind. I could get both my hands in there to do it. Maybe when I get it out, if I get it out, I'll show you. All right, I was able to get it disconnected. So, all right, then there's tabs on both sides. Once you get pulled away, that's what it looks like. All right, and it feels like all the connectors have tabs on them that all plug in specific ways. So maybe in theory you can't accidentally put the wrong connector in the wrong hole. Right, then when you get the last one out, it kind of just falls out. As you can see, there's all these connectors. Here's the tabs I was referring to that the back cover goes into. And you can just take your screwdriver and just slide it on. There's a little notch there. You slide it on and clip out the connector. And as you're pulling on the back a little bit, that's why you had to use two hands. It'll pop right on out. So now we have the fuse box in our hand. Let's take this inside and see what it does. All right, there's just these little tabs here. And I'm just going to keep using my screwdriver to wedge the plastic away and pull the tabs up like that. Again, it's kind of a for simplicity, a two-hand job, because I'll have to pull it away, but I'll be back. And as you can see, they're all soldered in. One of these relays should be the one I'm looking for. All right, I wanted to separate the two pieces just to see inside. if by any chance there's a clamping diode or something, but you got to pull all the fuses out, and they're a delight to get out. But then it pops right out. It's a 2-level board. I'm trying to see in between here. All right, well, that looks like it would be a delight to have to get a part to replace a diode. But there's not one in there anyhow. The only diode I see is this guy right here. And he is definitely not shorted, or she. All right, with all the fuses back in, we're ready to put them in. Now these fuses are really tight getting in and out. You won't find any loose connections there. And if you do, that was probably a problem because I had to use the hemostats to pull them out. And they slipped off in quite a few times. And I've had that with other cars too, with these little tiny fuses. They're really well put in there. All right, now goes the mess of putting this all back together. Again, I'm not going to be able to do it on camera because there's just not enough room in there for me, the fuse box, and you. All right, well, let's see. I don't know what I can show you there. It's in. Well, it's not in. All the connectors are on. There's 7 connectors altogether on the back. The top one, the yellow one, probably is for the SI or the airbag, so make sure you have your battery disconnected. Next, I got to get this on. This will slide in behind it, and if you're looking from the top, you should see the open end. All right, for me, I found it easier to slide this on, and I don't even know if I'm like looking at it, but from underneath. I just slid it up from underneath after I had this in place. This isn't bolted back together. I have one screw just holding it, but I was able to slide that cover right up on, and then I pushed it in. That side was easy to push it on. Actually pulled in on this side. So that was the easier way to do it, I think. And before you get real excited and start putting all your connectors back on, don't forget the two nuts up there, and then there's one screw on the side here. And 10 millimeter, they're all 10 millimeter right there. You see it? And that one I was able to get with a long extension with a swivel on it, and I came in from the side. You get many different ways to get that. The others you can go straight in from there. All right, the fuse box is in. Everything's connected back up. Now this just slide the bottom in and just pop the top in. That goes there. We'll wait on the fuse box cover. Now to connect the battery and see if the airbag blows up, the car starts, the windshield wipers go, and then we have a fire. Here we go. Right, so far none of those things have happened. Negative battery terminal, it's a 10 millimeter wrench, so it looks like you take the whole car apart with a 10 millimeter wrench. I'm just kidding. Well, I found that the fuse box isn't really that hard to get in and out. However, it does have some relays that are non-serviceable and have to do a lot of work to get them apart. They do have part numbers on them though. But thanks for watching.